had much influence on how you were singing and your vocals?
Well, I definitely honed them more once they'd done the music, but I think generally they use the vocals as a springboard to shape the music.
Because having written these lyrics into a Swan and Heaven and Alchemy, and they suit where you are and who you are at the moment. If sonically there'd been any mistakes, it could still not have worked at all. It had to sound completely contemporary, otherher it would have been another one that would have kept you sort of in the unfestival circus.
The big risk was it would be another Nearly happened, and something that was driving but didn't quite reach or attain. But no risk, no gain, and and thankfully, the right elements came together at the right time.
And will you go out and perform these songs?
I think they're worthy of being. I think they should be performed.
They should be performed.
Yeah.
And will you fold in material from your other lives into that, or will it be purely
this? To me is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll obviously pick some from the past, and we'll see what we do with them. But predominantly,
because they're separate from the Banshees and the Creatures, but they fit with your.
Well, it's
song.
Still me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still me, but it's it's a new pair of shoes. And let's do some walking.
And why Mantaray? Mantaray.
It's just a great word, and I kind of like the idea that it's not per se a word that means anything for the album, because I know I was trying to do something that summed up the album, and it just sounded contrived and clever, and I didn't want to do that.
It's better to be kind of abstract.
It does look amazing written down though.
Yeah, and what?
And it leaves open. It's open.
Yeah,
and I like that it's open.
Which is kind of what you wanted to recover.
Well, I've dumped my bags. I'm feeling a lot lighter, and my shoulders are feeling less tight.
What about just last question, Siouxsie, because I can see we've been here a long time. The sense now that when you put out a record like this, there are absolutely millions of pop records out there, millions of rock records, millions of people now selling and servicing the rock community.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? The idea that it just goes out there, and that some of that awkward specialness we've been talking about is kind of gone now. Pop's much more industrial, isn't it? It's an industrialised world.
Yeah.
And in a way, you've rejoined it. You're part of Universal. Yeah. You're part of the process as well. So it's mixed up with the Optimus.
This album's going to be thrown out like to the piranhas, and it's going to be eaten at and assimilated, and